A clash of titans, the Trump-Zelensky meeting. The Oval Office was the setting for a heated exchange on March 1, 2025, as President Trump met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The meeting, arranged to discuss the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, quickly escalated as President Trump pressured Zelensky to accept a ceasefire. Trump argued that a ceasefire was the only path to peace and accused Zelensky of being ungrateful for U.S. aid. Zelensky, however, stood firm, resisting the pressure and arguing that a ceasefire under current conditions would only benefit Russia. The meeting ended in a stalemate, with both leaders failing to find common ground. The tension was palpable, leaving many to wonder about the future of U.S.-Ukraine relations. Trump's aggressive stance towards Zelensky, a wartime leader seeking support, raised eyebrows both domestically and internationally. The meeting's aftermath was dominated by public statements from both sides. Trump continued his criticism of Zelensky, accusing him of not doing enough to appease Russia. He suggested that if Ukraine wasn't willing to accept a ceasefire, they would be left to fight it out alone. This statement was met with immediate backlash from both Democrats and Republicans, who viewed it as a betrayal of a key ally. Zelensky, following the contentious meeting, embarked on a European tour to rally support. His first stop was London, where he met with Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Starmer, in a show of solidarity, reaffirmed the U.K. quote, as unwavering support for Ukraine and its right to self-defense. He emphasized the importance of a united front against Russian aggression and pledged continued military and financial aid to Ukraine. Zelensky's European tour also took him to other capitals, including Berlin and Paris, where he met with key European leaders. The message was clear: Europe stood with Ukraine. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, in a thinly veiled criticism of Trump, stated that Germany would continue to support Ukraine in word and deed. French President Emmanuel Macron echoed these sentiments, emphasizing the need for a strong and unified response to Russia's actions. The European Union, in a significant move, announced a substantial aid package for Ukraine, totaling billions of euros. This package, aimed at bolstering Ukraine's economy and military capabilities, sent a strong message of support to Kyiv, and a clear rebuke to Trump's isolationist rhetoric. The message from Europe was clear: they would not abandon Ukraine. Zelensky, in a televised address to the Ukrainian people, expressed gratitude for the outpouring of support from the international community. He specifically thanked the United States Congress and the American people for their unwavering commitment to Ukraine's sovereignty. He acknowledged the disagreements with President Trump, but emphasized that the U.S.-Ukraine relationship remains strong. Beyond Europe, other democracies rallied behind Ukraine. Canada, Japan, and Australia all pledged additional support, ranging from financial aid to military equipment. This global response demonstrated the widespread condemnation of Russia's actions and the international community's commitment to upholding the principles of sovereignty and territorial integrity. In a move that further solidified international support, the United Kingdom announced a nearly $3 billion loan to Ukraine. This loan, intended to bolster Ukraine's military capabilities, highlighted the U.K. quote, as commitment to ensuring Ukraine's ability to defend itself against Russian aggression. This financial assistance, coupled with the EU's aid package, provided a lifeline to Ukraine amidst the ongoing conflict. The clash between Trump and Zelensky, along with the subsequent international reactions, exposed a growing rift in global politics. The United States, once a beacon of democracy and international cooperation, found itself increasingly isolated on the world stage. Trump's America First policies, seen by many as isolationist and self-serving, had alienated traditional allies and emboldened adversaries. The situation in Ukraine became a focal point of this global divide. On one side stood the United States under Trump, advocating for a ceasefire at any cost and seemingly willing to appease Russia. On the other side stood a united front of democratic nations led by Europe, committed to upholding international law and supporting Ukraine's right to self-determination. The implications of this divide are far-reaching, potentially reshaping the geopolitical landscape for years to come. The rules-based international order, established in the aftermath of World War II and championed by the United States, is under threat. The future remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the world is watching, and the stakes are higher than ever.